Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lump Dog, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, and this is the Pimps, Players, and Hustlers Commissioner Message Week number 3. Yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. So, man, I was able to get a win. I couldn't believe it against the basket of deplorables. I was really in danger of going to 0-3, but pulled out that W. And congratulations to Dare Pair or Brew Dogs for winning the Week 3's weekly. Russell Wilson, I can't believe it, got that one untimed down at the end of the game and threw a touchdown to Will Dissly, and that really kind of did me in right there for winning this week's cash. So congratulations on that. Not a lot of hub this week with the Pimps, Players, and Hustlers. I will say that Tommy did sneak in a James White on his IR, but it was brought to my attention by Duke. So on Tuesday, I did miss it, so my apologies. I will do better going forward to check those lineups, making sure that those injuries that you have on your IR are actually injury related to the rule that we clarified after week 1. So thank you, Duke, for that. Sorry, Tommy, but you were fined $20 for that. He was on your IR. Put on there just after I checked up lineups at 9:30, and you snuck it by me. But what I'm going to start doing is I'll start checking lineups a little later, probably 15 minutes till, because I do want to make those roster warnings to give you guys an opportunity to get the players off the IR so you avoid those fines. Again, my apologies. I'm sorry, Tommy, but I did make the post late, but it's sorry, it had to happen. We're going to follow the rules, right? No 10-02s. Anyway, anything else that really went on this week? Not much. Some big scores. Like I said, Russell Wilson, monster score, almost 70 points, which, by the way, brings me to the quarterback scoring. I understand that you guys like this 1 point every 10 yards, but really it is Bush League. You guys are devaluing the touchdown. Like someone like Case Keenum has 5 turnovers, and he still scores like 30 points. I mean, it's not a great score, but it's a decent score for a quarterback in this league. And when you score that have that many turnovers, you shouldn't be able to score like 30 points. And I understand you guys might want to take up the points or minus points for the interceptions and stuff, but really the answer should be lowering the passing yards, because again, in James's Dunslap's stupid, reasoning, not equal opportunity, or not equal opportunity, not equal outcome. Well, no, it's not equal opportunity, because a quarterback is the only player on the field that's going to get more than, say, 20, 25 times, chances to score points, because they're throwing the ball. Like Russell Wilson threw the ball 50 times that game. Who else is going to get 50 carries or 50 catches? It's just not going to happen for any other players. So I understand that you guys want to make the quarterback more powerful, and there's a leader, and in the NFL you can't have a good team without a good quarterback. I understand all that. That's why I feel like the sweet spot is 1 every 15 yards. I mean, it just makes it like Russell Wilson, I did the calculations, would have scored like 53 points, not 69 points. There's just no reason for him to get an extra 14 or 13, 14 points based on those passing yards. It's ridiculous. And like I said, it devalues the touchdown, because it's only 60 yards passing is a touchdown, and an interception with -3 is only 30 yards passing. You can make that up in one play. So again, I'll continue to harp on it. I don't like it. I feel like it's Bush League. I understand some of you guys out there like it. And the decimal scoring, I don't like either. That needs to go. But I can understand living with that. But that quarterback scoring, man, that needs to change, because that's just Bush League. But anyway, other things that went down, we have the rookie again going to 3-0 now in first place, all by him lonesome. Wow, that's it's not like we haven't had 2 rookies before win the league. It seems like this league gives a lot of beginners luck out. So congratulations to him. I'm sure he's riding high. Some of you need to start checking your trade offers a little bit more often. not letting him sit there for like 2-3 days with no response. So, but to each their own on that. You can run your team the way you want to. There has been some trades. I know I pulled off a trade this week. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was a big dumpster fire of a trade, but I figured I traded away Breida, which was a backup to the Coleman owner, and Darrell Williams, who was a free agent pickup, who's the backup of the backup, because it's McCoy and Damian Williams there, then Darrell, so he's like the third guy in line. For Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber, I'm heavy, super heavy on I just leave it there, just super heavy. That's it, right? So heavy on the Tampa Bay offense. I do need to move some guys, so if you all are looking for Godwin, Evans, or the Tampa Bay backfield, hit me up, or even Winston, for God's sake. I do feel he's going to have a shitty game this week against the Rams, because he just doesn't instill a lot of confidence in me after those first 2 weeks, and he played a shitty defense against the Giants at home, so I'm not expecting that, but there's no really other buddy out there, so I guess he gives me my best shot, so I guess I'll roll with him again. But anyway, again, if you're interested in any Tampa Bay players, hit me up, because I seem to have them all but O.J. Howard. Anything else? Not really much else, so let's go ahead and let's get into this week's games and see what went down in PPH. All right, here we go. Week 3 in the Pimps, Players, and Hustlers Fantasy Football League. In our first game, we had the Brewdogs going ahead and smash the Juggernauts, 162 to 89.1. Russell Wilson and Will Dissly pulled it out for the Brewdogs. That last second touchdown, not even second, untimed down. 0 time on the clock, and they got one untimed down. Russell Wilson throws a touchdown to who? Will Dissly. That gets Dare Boy an extra 12. Actually, I think it was like a 20-yarder, so he got like 8 points or 16 points off that one play, because he got the double up. So ends up pulling out the weekly win for him, gets the 225, so congratulations to him. Russell Wilson with that huge score, 69.7. Like I told you guys, your quarterback scoring is retarded, Bush League. David Johnson's been pretty solid here at the beginning of the year for him with 12.5. Amari Cooper, again, another solid pick for Dareboy with 20.8 points. He's been solid every week for him. Will Dissly with 12.2, and then the Jaguars D chipping in 21. Gets in that 162 and that weekly prize. Not much to say here about the Juggernauts. I know he's got to be a little bit worried about his squad here. Hopefully it's just some early season woes, but Aaron Rodgers with 29.5 really hasn't broken out yet. Maybe this Thursday's game against the Philadelphia Eagles will show up and show what a elite quarterback he is. Mike Thomas with 11.4, and that's really about it for the Jugs. They fall to 1-2. Brewdogs improved to 2-1. In the next game, we got the 289ers taking on Patty's Playboys, getting the win 123 to 119. 289ers, again, Mahomes looks unstoppable. Looks like he's on pace for another 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns, 56.3 points, 12.5 from Dorsett, 17.6 from Thielen, and then 10 from Zerline, and then 10 from the Niners D. Patty's Playboys came up just short. It came down to Monday's night's game in the Bears in Montgomery. Only had 6 carries leading up into the Monday night fourth quarter of Monday night's game. Was sitting at like a 1.5 or something like that, or 2 points. Ends up pulling it out there in the fourth quarter, but takes that tough loss. 42.6 from Brady for Patty's Playboys, 14.9 from Gore. The ageless wonder Gore. Big game from him there too, so good for him. 19.5 from Olsen, and then 13 from the Texans. And I know Patty's Playboy's got to be kicking himself with the kick 0 from the kicker. But on the other hand, 289ers got 0 from Jimmy Graham. But, those kicker points, those are those hidden points, everyone, where you can get those wins, You get those 10, 11 extra points from the kicker, that puts you over the top in these close games. So make sure you like the kicker you got. So Patty's Playboys falls to 1-2, 289ers. Early, 2-1. And now this is surprising. Usually 289ers doesn't start paying attention to fantasy football until about after week 6 or 7, after he's like 2-5. So good for 289ers. Definitely a different change for him this early in the season, being there in second place, tied for second. In the next game, we got the rookie taking out Just My Luck, 138.9 to 112.7. Again, look at the rookie, 3-0 in first, all by himself. And don't feel too happy about that rookie. We have had two rookies in back-to-back years win the championship, so it's not like you're doing anything that hasn't been done before. Kyle Murray with 30.2. Christian McCaffrey, CMC, has just been on a tear. 26.8. Really should have making his case to being the number one pick, going into next year, or number two. 12.4 from David Moore. 31.6 from Keenan Allen, who's the number one receiver. Hopefully he stays healthy, because it's never been a thing about his talent. It's always been, can he stay healthy? So 17.1 from Marvin Jones. That came out of nowhere. And then 0 from the Titans defense, but didn't hurt him. Just My Luck got 45.7 from Matt Ryan. Aaron Jones with 14.3. 13.1 from Nick Chubb. 12.5 from Hilton. Hopefully Hilton's okay and can play this week. And then 11 from the Vikings defense. Just My Luck falls to 1 and 2. Again, rookie proves to 3-0 and in first place all by him lonesome. And the next game, we had the Mollywops take on Dirty High Tea and take that 105.2 to 99.6 loss. I really was, I will admit, I was talking a bunch of smack to the Mollywops, telling him how lucky he was that he was going to get a win with his quarterback scoring 22.5, and the Bears defense showed up on Monday night and pulled it out for Dirty High Tea. Anyway, Kirk Cousins with 25. We all like seeing Cone take control of this team. Cutting Kirk Cousins for Daniel Jones this week. This is a co-owned team, as you can see in the owner's box there, with Matt Cone and Staines being the co-owners. So like seeing them argue over which quarterback. So Cousins out, Daniel Jones in this week. Ezekiel Elliott with 14.9, 14 from Aguilar, and then 29 from the Bears defense. Once again, like I said, a huge game from that Bears D. Mollywops, I'm assuming he's worried about Baker Mayfield, or at least he's hoping he turns it around. But his boy Rex Ryan, the old coach of the Buff Bills, this week said Baker Mayfield was hella overrated. Overrated as hell. So we'll see. Hopefully Baker Mayfield turns it around. He loses Sasquatch too. That's definitely a big blow. The second pick in the draft out with an ankle sprain, 4 to 8 weeks. That's a huge blow. And then now Eckler looks like he'll be playing second fiddle with Gordon. We'll see how the splits turn out here after Gordon comes back. Looks like he's not going to play this week, but going forward, we'll see what the split looks like there. 18.4 from Hardman. That's a huge free agent pickup. Has been saving him. And then again, I complimented him. Lockett too, huge pickup draft there. I mean, he's been performing like a number one wide receiver for sure. So he takes that 99.6 to 105.2 loss, falls to 2-1, and then Dirty High Tea gets their first win and improves to 1-2. And the next game here, we got URSO taking on the Haters. Taking out the Haters, 134 to 124. Only 10 points in this game, so Haters have been strong early on in the season. URSO, 41.7 from Phillip Rivers. We were talking a little bit earlier this week, and we were saying how Rivers is, he's not going to get you the 60-point games, but he's not going to get you the 20-point games either. He's always going to get you in those 30 to 40-point games, so he's a steady hand right there if you got the team behind it. 14.8 from Marlon Mack. I know he's been a surprise to me. I haven't expected Marlon Mack to perform like this from the Colts. I expected him to be hurt already, but he's been doing well. 28.1 from Alvin Kamara. It looks like he doesn't miss Breeze at all. Matter of fact, it looks like they like it without Breeze because they just keep dumping it off to him with those easy throws. So he's racking it up right now. 10.3 from Robinson, and then 21 from the Packers D. I know Duke is all happy about his McLaurin, Scary Terry as they call him, Terry McLaurin, and then DJ Chark. I guess they're number 7 and 10 in wide receiver scoring so far, the number 7 and 10 receivers, and they're free agents. They're not even drafted. So why even draft a receiver, right? You can pick up the number 7 and number 10. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, right? It's a long season. Let's see if they McLaren looks like he can do it. Chark also looks like he can do it. They both look good to me, but we'll see if they can keep that up. Haters with 124 got 40.3 from Dak Prescott. He's been a pleasant surprise definitely this season. Been one of the top quarterbacks, so good draft pick for the haters. 21.3 from Delvin Cook. Again, just a monster beginning to the season for Cook. Hopefully he can stay healthy and keep that going, except for this week. I mean, they play the Bears defense. They should hopefully keep Delvin Cook in check somewhat. Hopefully keep him in the teens or at least under 20. I'm hoping. Derrick Henry with 10.6. Now, who would start Derrick Henry on a Thursday night against the Jacksonville Jaguars over Mark Ingram playing the Kansas City Chiefs? I said that on Thursday night as soon as the game started. I'm all, that's an interesting call. Let's see how that works out for him. It didn't work out for him. He starts Mark Ingram, he would have won. So that cost him the W. Brandon Cooks with 13, and then 15.1 from Darren Waller, who's been a real surprise. He's like one of the top tight ends right now. Like, it's Kelsey and Waller, like Kittle, Ertz, everyone else, are just, all interchangeable pretty much right now. And it's like Waller and Kelsey are like right there at the top. So very pleasant, good pick there for the haters with Darren Waller at the tight end spot. All right, and then the last game, we got myself, Mr. Sweet Spot, taking out Basket of Deplorables, 153.8 to 109.6. Basket of Deplorables with Lamar Jackson with 37.7 points. I was really scared of that matchup with Kansas City. I thought it was going to be a 50, 60-point game. 12.2 from Edelman. I think him getting hurt there really helped and hurt the Deplorables last week. 19.3 from Ingram. He's probably right there with Waller and Kelsey as one of the top tight ends so far this year. And then Mason Crosby with 10.3 and the Patriots D with 13, which I was super scared about going against the Jets. Luckily, he didn't throw any pick sixes and kept that score down low for me. So thank you, Jets quarterback, third-string quarterback. Winston on my end, again, 53.3 points. Again, he scares me this week. I don't have a lot of faith going in him. He looks like a matchup-based quarterback than an every-week starter, but we'll see. I have no better options this week, so we'll roll with him again. Kerryon Johnson with 10.3. Man, I don't know what to say, man. Both my running backs suck. Carson can't hold on to the ball. I almost want them to make the move to Penny, at least, so they have the starter because I have him on my bench. So just make the call so I can throw him in. I don't like this quasi, split going on there, and he keeps fumbling the ball. So 19.8 from Julio Jones. Now, Julio Jones' best season, he's only had 8 touchdowns. He's already got 4 touchdowns in the first 3 games of the season. So it looks like he might be on pace for a career high in touchdowns. Mike Evans with that huge game, 38 points. 10.1 from Gonzalez, and then the Bills defense was 16, outscoring the Patriots. So that was a big win for me. Went ahead and improved to 1-2, and Basket of Deplorables falls to 1-2. All right, well, there you go. There was week 3 in the Pimps, Players, and Hustlers Fantasy Football League. All right, well, there you go. There's PPH in week 3. Again, congrats to Brewdog with the big 163 score that won him the weekly. So I know he's sitting high there at 225. Tommy gave him that extra 20. A lot of teams at 1-2, man. So those points scored are going to be important this year. I know I'm 1-2, but right now I would be in the playoffs if they started. So that's what's important, just getting in the playoffs and giving yourself a shot. So we'll see how week 4 goes, and good luck everyone out there. Lump Dogs out. Peace.